Hey there and welcome. If you've ever stared at a crazy-looking molecule and felt completely lost, trust me, you are not alone. Naming alcohols can seem really tricky, but it's a skill you can absolutely master. I'm here from Tutorial Haven, and in the next few minutes, we're going to break down a super simple system to help you nail these questions on your next exam. So, let's get right to it.
All right, so first up, take a look at this thing. Yeah, it's got a chlorine hanging off it, an alcohol group, a few branches. It's exactly the kind of structure that's designed to make you panic a little in an exam. You're probably thinking, where do I even start? But trust me, there is a really clear logic behind it all.
So, what if I told you there's a simple four-step system that will let you name this molecule and pretty much any other alcohol with total confidence? That is exactly what we're going to do in this quick guide. We're going to walk through that system together so you have the exact tools you need to ace your test.
Okay, let's dive right into the foundation. We're going to build our entire naming strategy on just 4 core IUPAC rules. Seriously, think of these as your toolkit for naming pretty much anything.
So here they are, the big 4. Step 1, we find the main carbon chain and change its ending to "all." Easy enough. Step 2, we number that chain. But here's the absolute golden rule. The carbon with that OH group has to get the lowest possible number. That's key. Step 3, we use that number to show exactly where the alcohol group is. And finally, step 4, we name and number any other little side chains. That's it. That's the whole system. Let's see how it actually works.
Okay, theory's great and all, but let's be real, seeing this in action is where it actually starts to click. So let's take those rules and apply them to a real molecule, right now.
All right, check out our first example molecule. Let's use our 4-step toolkit on this guy together. And hey, don't worry about getting it all at once. We're just going to walk through it, piece by piece.
All right, let's put steps 1 and 2 to work. First, we need the longest carbon chain that includes the OH group. You can see it highlighted right there. It's a chain of 6 carbons, so our parent name is hexane. Now, for rule 1, we drop the E and add all, which gives us hexanol. Perfect. Now for the numbering. If we count from the right side, our OH group lands on carbon number 3. If we count from the left, it's on carbon 4. And rule number 2 is super clear. We have to pick the lowest number. So numbering from the right is the way to go. We're now looking at 3-hexanol.
Okay, on to the last part, step 4. We just got to ask, are there any other groups hanging off our main chain? And yep, if you look at carbon number 5, you'll see that little single carbon branch. We call that a methyl group. And since it's on carbon 5, its full name is 5-methyl.
And now for the fun part. We just stick all the pieces together. The side chain comes first, then the parent name. So we get 5-methyl, 3-hexanol. And just like that, you've done it. You correctly named your first alcohol. See? It's not so bad. It's just like a logic puzzle. And you totally just solved it.
Okay, so you've totally got the basics down. Now, let's level up. We're going to look at a couple of scenarios that professors love to use as trick questions on exams. Knowing these will really set you apart. Okay, you're going to want to listen up for this one. This is a massive exam tip, and honestly, one of the most common places people slip up. What happens if a molecule has both an alcohol and a double bond? Which one gets priority? And the rule here is absolutely non-negotiable. The alcohol always wins. The OH group is king. It has to get the lowest possible number, no matter where that leaves the double bond.
And check this out. This molecule is the perfect example. It's a 3-carbon chain, and you can see it's got both a double bond and an alcohol. Now, to give that OH group the lowest number, we have to start counting from the right. That puts it at position 1. This means the double bond has to start at position 2. So when we build the name, it becomes prop 2-ene 1-ol. That ene part tells us about the double bond, and the 1-ol confirms that the alcohol gets top billing.
So you might be wondering, what happens if a molecule gets greedy and has more than one alcohol group? Don't panic. The system is actually really simple for this. We just call them diols if there are 2 OH groups or triols if there are 3.
The naming here is super logical. 2 OH groups gets you the suffix diol. 3 gets you triol. Now there's one tiny but super important detail here. Did you notice we keep the full alkane name? It's ethanediol, not ethanediol. That E sticks around. And of course we use numbers to show where each OH group is, just like in the example 1,2-ethanediol.
All right, we are almost at the finish line. Let's do a quick final polish with a couple more key ideas and then a super fast recap of everything you need to know for your exam.
One last little thing you'll probably see is classifying alcohols. It sounds complicated, but it's really simple. It's all about the carbon that's actually attached to the OH group. If that carbon is bonded to just one other carbon, it's called primary. If it's bonded to two other carbons, it's secondary. And if it's bonded to three other carbons, you guessed it, it's tertiary. This is a really quick way to categorize them, and it becomes super important later on when you study their chemical reactions.
Okay, deep breath. Time for the rapid-fire recap. These are the absolute must-knows for your exam. Number 1, the suffix is all. Number 2, the OH group gets the lowest number. Period. No exceptions. Number 3, name and number all the other groups alphabetically. And number 4, for diols and triols, you keep the full alkane name before the suffix. Burn these 4 points into your brain, and you are going to be in fantastic shape.
Okay, now it is your turn. Time to put all this knowledge into practice. Take a good look at this molecule. It's a ring, it's got 2 different groups hanging off of it, and of course, that all-important alcohol group. Go ahead and pause here if you need a second, and use the rules we just went over to figure out its name.
And there you have it. You now have the complete 4-step system for naming any alcohol that gets thrown your way. Hey, remember that super complicated molecule from the very beginning? You now have all the tools you need to name it. No problem. Practice this a few more times and it'll become second nature. You've got this. Good luck on your exams from all of us here at Tutorial Haven.